Hi guys, this is Stephanie again, and I'm here to give a review on Forks Over Knives. Forks Over Knives is a documentary that covers the research done by Dr. Colin Campbell, and Dr. Esselstyn. They both did some groundbreaking research on a plant-based whole food diet that has basically negated all these different ideas of animal products and animal products and animal byproducts. Um, Dr. Esselstyn came up with the research on the casein, which is I think a animal byproduct of milk, cow's milk, and they gave it to some lab rats. They noticed that if the diet was 20% casein, that tumor growth accelerated. If they dropped it down to 5%, it basically decreased or stopped. And they kept doing it like up and down. Like they would give the rat 20% casein in their diet, and then they drop it down to 5%, and then they go back up to 20%, come back down to 5%. And what they noticed is every time they went up, tumor growth went up. Every time they went down, tumor growth stopped. And there was a 20% to 5% differences between the two. So that really showed a lot. But that also was just with lab rats. I don't know what they found with, if they did any research with humans. I'm sure they did. I didn't catch that part in the documentary. Another reason why you should watch it. Also, they talked about how people have this notion that we have to eat protein. We need protein, and protein from animal meat. And the truth of it is that Americans specifically eat 2 times more protein than they actually need daily. Also, that the protein that they get from the animal products is not a protein that the body actually absorbs readily. Actually, they found your body reacts positively more to the protein in the plant products. Also, they talked about how there was a notion that people believe that you have to drink cow's milk for strong bones and to grow up strong, big and strong. But what they found out is that osteoporosis actually is more relevant in people who drinks cow's milk and cow milk products. Also, the notion about chicken, turkey, fish, and eggs being a more healthier alternative of getting your proteins from animal meats, which also is a notion that was debunked because what they found is that with chicken, turkey, fish, and eggs, the way they raise the animals, the way they feed the animals when they're alive, the way they handle the animals when they're alive, creates so much toxins and things in those animals that when we eat it, we're also consuming those toxins and things as well. They found high levels of saturated fats in these meats as well. They found that people who eat these meats all the time have high cholesterol, just like who was eating steaks and things like and ham, right? So there's really no different with those animals than any other animal. Um, Forks Over Knives really focuses on the research. The other documentaries focused a lot on the people and how the people were living their lives and how the people changed their lifestyles and how their health changed. Whereas Forks Over Knives really focused on a lot of the research. And research is important because if you know some things to be fact, you will make better choices. And that's just the nature of how we are. Another thing that they talked about too that was interesting to me is how people always have this notion that healthy food is more expensive, when in reality it isn't. Eating a plant-based whole food diet is not expensive. You can go to farmers markets, you can go to the grocery stores, and you can get produce and it won't break your pockets. You can get legumes, you can get brown rice and things like that, and all those whole grains. All those things you can get and it won't break your pocket. A lot of processed foods seem to be less expensive, but in reality it actually costs more, and you're not only paying more, you're also paying more for your health. So I really advise you to do the differences. There's a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people online that you can look up that has already done the research at different grocery stores where they went to Aldi's, they went to Kroger's, they went to Whole Foods, and they bought enough food for their family for a week on the whole food plant-based diet versus when they were going to the grocery store buying just any kind of foods for their families. And what they found out, some people found out that there was no difference in the price. Others found out that they were actually saving a whole bunch more money. So we have to really pay attention to those things when those thoughts come to our minds. Like, well, it's too expensive. No, it's not. And there's research out there for you to see that it's not. Chicken, turkey, fish, and eggs are not a healthy alternative. They have research out there that shows you all of those things. If you know these things to be fact, then you will not be out here thinking those things, because you'll know, like, no, that's not true. So that's one thing that I like about Forks Over Knives, is how they show you about the research, what the research is talking about. And not just research from the past, but also the current research now. So, yeah, I think you guys should check it out. Dr. Colin Campbell and Dr. Esselstyn, they did a lot of research on this stuff. They know about it. And not only that, but the people that you're working with Heal Thyself, they know about it as well. Moselle, Dr. Andrea, a lot of them has already done the research for you. You can still do the research on your own if you have the time and you think it's important enough for you. Do it. I advise you, please go out there, do that research, read those medical journals. Hi guys, this is Stephanie. I'm doing my last video review for you guys. It's called Missing Link by Dr. Gary Young, who started the Young Living Essential Oils brand. If you guys never heard of it, I'm sure a lot of people have. There's a lot of people selling the oils, and they have a high record of potency and of being pure oil. Of that variety. So the company was started by Dr. Gary Young, and Dr. Gary Young grew up in like Idaho area on a ranch, and he started, doing things with tree logging and things like that. And he started to realize a lot of different smells, a lot of different oils did different things for people mentality and people's well-being overall. So there has been worldwide studies on aromatherapy, and there has been a lot on essential oils, especially essential oils in blood. They do help with circulation. Circulation is very important in the health of living things. If you are interested in essential oils and you are interested in aromatherapy and things like that, please take a look at this video. It's really good, very informative. If you have any questions about them, they have a website as well that you can go to on Young Essentials, and it's full of information that you could ever think of on essential oils. He talks about, like the importance of detoxification. He talks about like viruses, weak immune systems, all kinds of things they talk about. And essential oils help with a lot of those things. When I'm in a lot of pain, I like to use a mixture of eucalyptus oil, clove oil, and I usually mix those together with jojoba oil or coconut oil, and I rub those on the areas where I have a lot of pain, and I massage it. Once I do that, within hours, I can say I could feel a lot better. I do know that using these oils have helped me a lot in my life, even like a pick-me-up if I'm really groggy or sleepy or just lack of energy for the day, or I'm at a boring seminar or a boring meeting at work, which we do a lot. I'll use mint oil, or I'll use orange oil, and I'll rub just a little bit in my hands and I'll just smell it. They do also make these little things where it's like a thing that you can stick in your nose and just kind of breathe it in, like an inhaler kind of thing, with different essential oils in them that I like to use too. I get them at Whole Foods, and those really help with a pick me up, just to make my eyes open wider or something, instead of drinking coffee, which I don't like because coffee does terrible inside my body. Moselle and them have really already did that research for you, and it's recent research. It's not just old research from the past. So all the paperwork that they give you, all the books that they're giving you to read, all the documentaries they gave you to watch, please take the time to watch these. It's not only going to benefit you, it's going to also benefit your family and the people around you. So we have a duty to take responsibility for our lives. We have the duty to take responsibility for our health as well. It's not just, oh, go to the doctor when I feel bad. No, we have to take responsibility for our lives, our health, our family's health, and our family's lives. It is important. Education is important. So it's out here. So let's get that education and let's use it. Not just know it, let's also use it and share it. So I hope you guys have a great day. If I don't see you guys, hope you have a great holiday season as well. It was great doing these reviews with you.